Morning, everyone. It's Promise Odera again. Um, I just finished watching the Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji Ojo, and I think I've done. This will be my probably the third time I'm actually doing an appreciation video for what he's doing, of what he's achieving. We must, as much as we criticize the government, we must appreciate them when they do well, especially when they, are very innovative. Today I got to even learn that he's an IT security expert. So he's well tailored, well fitted for the job. And he's doing wonders, I saw another video when somebody was saying that he's used the service of online renewal, contactless renewal for passports in diaspora, and he received his passport within 4 days. And that's commendable. If there is any minister that is doing well, that is worthy of praise, it is Minister uh, 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 um, Olubunmi Tunji Ojo. He's doing so well. And also, in that same vein, appreciating Minister Festus Keyamo, who is also acknowledged that they have a synergy of working together. And there are people that like to show off and act as if they are working like Wike and Omahi, which we are still saying that, when you are a governor in Nigeria, or when you were a governor in Nigeria, the food will be choking you. It's very difficult to see, a former governor who does well in terms of ministerial appointment. They might have done a little bit of work when they were governors, but I'm yet to see a standing performance from Wike and Umahi. But I used to rate them as, good governors. But anyway, that's by the way. Now, Seun did ask him a lot of questions in terms of, e-gates. He said that's ready, waiting for commissioning. Control command center is ready. All our airspace, are being monitored, which is wonderful. He said it's, similar to what, the Americans have in California and what the UK has. So, it's very commendable. I really appreciate this minister. And now he also said something about Nigerians having NIMC, which is NIMC, and is equivalent to Social Security number and the NI number. Now, I don't know if there is a different number. If you please know what MC is, just let me know. I don't think I have NMC. I don't think I have that NIMC number. I don't know, but they said about 120 million Nigerians already have that, 102 million Nigerians rather. So I would need to, it's interesting to know how they come up with this number, if it's a new registration, and how, we need a number that all Nigerians will have, something similar to Social Security or NI number. So, and that should also be linked to our health records. So I believe this NIMC number is that equivalent according to what he's saying. So well done, very well done to this minister. And also he said something about the whole Bobrisky's case, that the high-ranking officer in charge that transferred without following due process of that case, that he has been fired. So those are the kind of things we want to hear. We need to know that heads are rolling when things don't go the procedural way they should. So so well done to the minister. I also mentioned that there are reforms in the correctional centers, so we're waiting for that. We know it is not going to be like an overnight job. Now, I wanted to address a little bit on what Sowore said on the Honest podcast. You see, we are not the only good people. And for me, I don't judge people. I don't believe there is somebody that is particularly bad and that person is particularly good. No. Even the worst people can be kind to people. Even a bad person can also do good stuff. So for me, I look at people objectively rather than subjectively. I don't condemn people. And that's why you can see sometimes I will praise Tinubu, sometimes I will condemn him. And that is because of the different issues. I speak to issues rather than persons. So, when Sowore, who I really appreciate Sowore, I appreciate even people like FFK, funny enough. Just that FFK and Reno are not, they don't have integrity. They don't stay one place. You can't vouch for them. But for what FFK have done in the past, FFK was the first person to disclose to us that a sitting president is actually an asset to America's intelligence service. And now we are seeing the news with David Hundeyin, bringing to light that, Tinubu is also a CIA asset. I don't know if that was the person FFK was mentioning, or probably he's insinuating somebody else. Maybe he's referenced another president because he said he's a former president anyway. So we know America is, all over our country, and it's quite unfortunate that we don't have a a leader devoid of working for another foreign government. But anyway, that's besides the point. But the point I was trying to make is that in that interview, what's his name? Sowore actually criticized the Minister of Interior, who happens to be Olubunmi Tunji Ojo, but he probably is blindsided. He doesn't even know about this particular issue. And he's shown that by sacking the guy that did this particular thing. When the report came to his desk. So I don't like when he was asked, Sowore was asked by Nedu, work with P2B. He said no. Any past governor, blah blah blah. You can't. I mean, politicians are not saints. That's why when people criticize Trump, I don't really pick people based on you have to be a saint, you have to be so clean, blah blah. People are, even your own life. If you check yourself, you've had speed ticket before, you've done one thing or the other that is wrong. But as far as you're somebody that wants to do more good than bad, as far as you have a conscience, then we give you a chance. So in that aspect, I don't see any reason why somebody like Sowore cannot marry reasons to work with somebody like P2B. I mean, you cannot discriminate. There is nothing you can hold against P2B. The amount of money he's giving while in office, while out of office, to education. You can't say, oh, let his children go to school. His daughter is a teacher in the same Anambra State. He told you that he goes to do his checkup in the same platform that you are doing your own interview. He did it a week before you, and he mentioned that he went to the same hospital in the same Anambra State for his checkup. So you cannot say, oh, if you are sick, you go there, let your children go to the same school and all of that. I was a beneficiary. I was a student in Anambra State, so I know what P2B did. Our school received computers. I went to use the library that is by CPS that he renovated and refurbished and furnished properly. So at the end of the day, let us be careful how we destroy people's characters. He spoke to Oshimole. I don't want to say so much. I don't know Oshimole. I don't really, I don't really vibe him like that. But if he was not actually a transparent person like Sowore said, then fine. But I feel like that attitude of, oh, I'm the only good person, every other person is bad, might be a little bit too much from Sowore, Every other thing he said, all his policies, I agree with, apart from the fact that he wants to legalize cannabis, because Nigeria already have a lot of mad people. I think Nigeria boasts with the highest number of crazy people, self-acclaimed. They will tell you, do you know who I am? I am the crazy, so I know well, So Nigerians are already mad for you to come and legalize cannabis on top of that. Who is going to control these things? If in society where there is good policing, where there is well-controlled, checkmating measures, you can, approve something like that, but not in Nigeria. We're not yet ready. We've not gotten there yet. Our police, we're under police. We have just 1 million policing over 200 something million. So please, let's remove that cannabis. That's the only thing about his policies that I don't like. Speaking to Sowore now, but destroying people's characters or saying things bad about, I like the fact that he said he worked, towards exposing some things that Obasanjo was doing against P2B then when he was governor. But apart from that, please, we need to find a synergy. We need to find a party where all the good people can come together, like Femi Falana said. Let's have a party that will cut across. Let's have Kwankwaso working with P2B. Let's have what do you call it? So we're working with P2B. That way we can have synergy and find a credible ideological party that can help move Nigeria forward. So that is all I have to say. I don't like the way he criticized the Minister of Interior. I don't like the way he criticized P2B so much. I don't like how he mentioned some. I don't want to go into all of those activism and activists that we have in Nigeria. But for me, anybody that speaks up for Nigeria, anybody that speaks to the power, speaks truth to power, whether it is Rufai, FFK at some point, Nnamdi Kanu, whoever fella, we have to appreciate these people, because they I mean, even Sowore himself, he's been into prison so many times. Think about how many hours, how many days, weeks he has spent in prison. What will be his thought process while he's being handcuffed? He will keep telling himself, I'm doing this for the right people, I'm doing this for the people. But don't think because because you've done that, you are the only one. No. No, activism didn't start from you. Activism will not end with you. There are so many people coming along, and like he said, he's not the poster boy for activism. It's not for him to say who is the right one and who is not the right one. So I believe let everybody work together. VDM, Yabo Ojo, everybody just be doing your quota. We don't have to be divided. Let everybody work towards a better country, a better Nigeria. And with that, before we know it, we'll start getting good people in office and we'll start getting things right. We have to hold people accountable, and that is it. So it's an appreciation post, more or less, but at the same time, letting people to be careful how, especially when people say these things online, don't just take it and swallow it, hook, line, and sinker, because they might just be expressing their own bias and their own views, and that might not be true. For me, the minister is 100. I read the comments on the YouTube of Channels Television, and most people agree that the minister is doing very well. They said from this Friday, which is the 15th of November, which happens to be my birthday, by the way, that the rollout of the online renewal for your passport will come to UK and Europe. So hopefully, even myself, I'll see if I can enjoy that service and see how speedy the service is. So thank you so much, and hopefully we are getting somewhere. Thank you.